Assalamu alaikum guys. What is up? This is Sarnur, aka We Are Blessed. And for today, mashallah man, we're outside at Square One. Beautiful, mashallah. And here I'm outside with my brothers. Come on guys, yo, let's all go. We are blessed, mashallah. So today, mashallah guys, what we're gonna be doing, Nofa, let them know what we're doing outside, man.
We're gonna ask some people, can guys and girls just be friends or not?
Yeah, and yo, Shanur, you ready for this, man?
Yes, bro. 100%.
100%. Baghdad, you ready, brother?
I'm so ready for this.
We're ready for it, inshallah. We're not gonna talk too much. We're gonna get into the video. Like, share, subscribe, and remember, you blessed, I blessed, and we all blessed. Let's go. I was going around, I was asking people, can guys and girls just be friends? And I got a lot of responses, as you'll see. But I want to ask you this, all perspectives, take it in one. Can guys and girls just be friends?
So we were just wondering, do you think guys and girls can just be friends?
So what do you think? Can guys and girls just be friends or not?
Assalamu alaikum, Sheikh. So basically the question for today is, can guys and girls just be friends?
Well, the scholarly opinion is no, from my understanding, but I know that professional relationships are around us in our daily lives, especially when we're at work. We can't just ignore the opposite gender, right? So I think that a friendship to that level, as long as it's professional, is completely alright Islamically.
Friends. Depends on location, depends on what kind of conditions.
Yeah.
But, yeah, depends.
I have one advice for you guys, youngsters. Marry as early as possible. Do not seclude with women at all unless they are your wives or with your family. Very simple. Either you're gonna be busy with halal or with haram. You make the choice.
Very true. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Assalamu alaikum.
To be honest, guys and girls can be friends, but it never really lasts as friends. Usually you're either in a relationship or it just ends up really awkward or bad.
Anyone can be friends, you don't just have to be more than that. Yeah.
Right. So when it comes to an Islamic point of view, what can they do together? Just be friends? What do you think?
They can be friends.
Yeah, no, I think they can. Just if there's a mutual understanding, there's just a level of respect, and that's all you need in a friendship anyways. It could be with anyone. So yeah, guys and girls definitely can be friends.
Relating to casual relationships, I think it's more iffy territory. Deep down inside, some people have different feelings, and not everybody is aware that these feelings may be present. So that's just my point of view.
They can be friends as long as they maintain their distance.
Okay.
And they don't really touch each other.
Right.
But they talk and stuff. I think that's fine.
When it comes to the opposite gender, just friends, in my opinion, right? I strongly believe that it's very difficult to maintain that status of just friends.
Do you feel like you can be a friend with a girl? I guess, yeah. I have a lot of friends that are girls, but it's not my intentions. It's not my intention to do anything wrong with them. I'm just trying to chill, have a good time with them,
Depends on the situation where you guys are at. Having friends, interacting with other people has to be done within limits, within certain limits, within Islamic limits, right? Yeah. So, as long as we follow the Sharia Islamic ruling on those things, we'll be fine.
No, you can still be friends, hang out.
Can you a little bit more detail, hang out? What do you mean hang out?
Just get drinks, maybe Tim Hortons, stuff like that.
You know how some guys have that mentality, get into the pants of girls and stuff?
Sure.
Yeah, what do you think about that?
It's a little different. It just depends on the guy's nature as well, and the girl's nature too. It could be the other way around. But I have friends that are girls. I got one sitting right there. It's just a level of understanding. This is what your friendship is. This is how it's supposed to be. And obviously, maybe one party feels the other way, they want more. But as long as they can kind of come to an understanding, that's when they can be friends. If not, then obviously they'll have to move forward.
When guys and girls get close, then they can develop feelings for each other. And when you're younger, then they might follow their impulses and not really think of the religious way, but what they actually want, and then start doing haram things.
Sooner or later, either the guy or the girl will start being attracted to the way the person speaks, the way the person looks, the way the person is dropping hints or whatnot. And this is just the way we're built. Human beings are built on the basis of attraction, I believe. Now, if there's two people involved of the opposite gender, it's sooner or later you are going to get attracted to them.
I have like lots of like friends that are girls, and like it's like okay if it's a professional, but like I don't want to take it to the next level. Like some people like think it's not okay to have friends as a girl. They're like, oh, these are all your girlfriends and everything. So like I think it's personally I think it's okay to have friends with girls.
So you personally you don't feel any thoughts, any beliefs, right? When you
like
just
if it's okay,
right.
If you're like if you're not touching or anything like that, then it's okay.
So you think the boundary is like as long as you're not touching, you can talk, say whatever you want, and you could just be friends. Okay.
In my opinion, that girls and boys can be friends, and like as long as it doesn't go so far, it's all good. If you're doing it like professionally and just talking normally and acting like it's the same gender as like a male, then it's good. You need to not be weirded out with girls. Like if you talk with them, you just need to calm down.
Do you think the way this should be prevented is by sort of like distancing themselves, you know, maybe just have like you know, just you know, boys will be friends with boys, you know, girls with girls, like that?
I think that's good, but then we also still need boys and girls to communicate with each other, because if they don't, like now society runs on boys and girls both needing to communicate. Like everywhere you're gonna have to end up talking to both genders no matter what. So you still need to know how to talk to them. So like I have friends that are girls and they've never talked to boys before, and then when they do have to, they get really uncomfortable. And I think that's because then they're like sort of forced not to talk to guys.
So you think maybe it should just be for like work, for communication, professional communication, so just solely for that, right?
If we're talking about Muslims, you know, this is something that Allah, the creator of the heavens and the earth, he has guided us to this, right? He has not left anything alone, and he's told us that, you know, in order to experience life in its fullest sense, you have to do things in the right manner. Right? In order to experience goodness in this world, and we believe in the afterlife as well, you have to do things in a way that he appreciates. So one of the things is of course you can have work friends, you can have friends in school, as long as, you know, it's done within the bounds of what Allah has permitted, what God has permitted. Now when that goes into like seclusion, or when you're doing it privately, then of course the third person is always going to be, you know, Satan or Shaitan, who will come into you and whisper, hey, you know, I think she's talking really sweet, or maybe she's dropping a hint, why don't you walk her home because it's late at night, or why don't you send her a Snapchat message and see what she's doing. Maybe she needs help with her homework or something like that. So sooner or later, I mean, things build up.
We've got to acknowledge that not everybody's familiar with the rules and laws of Islam. We got to guard ourselves, guard our eyes, but we still can't show people that, hey, Islam hates women, Islam doesn't treat women properly. We got to just be polite. I think that's a big point myself.
So personally, I think that guys and girls can be best friends, like friends in general and stuff. And personally, my best friend is a girl, and we've never had feelings for each other. Like, I feel like as long as like there's a mutual understanding that the entire relationship is platonic, then there's nothing wrong with it.
It's difficult. It's very difficult for people to be just friends. It just doesn't work that way, right? I mean, guys and girls are not built to be just friends, and the laws of attraction will come into play, and you will end up sooner or later in a place where you may not want to be.
One of the sheikh, he said, is basically, you know, there's a thing that you're living here, you have to interact at a point, right? But it's just you got to be fearing Allah at the same time, you know? Because one of my brothers, he asked the question, you know, when you're communicating with the girl, can you look at her? But he said, yes, he kind of did agree that you have to at times, you're forced into the situation, but you got to fear Allah. Jazakallah so much.
Okay, brother, Jazakallah khair for your opinion. You know, we appreciate your time.
Thank you so much.
Okay, thanks, Aman, for your time.
Thank you guys so much, man. Jazakallah khair. Thank you so much for the interview, man. Jazakallah. Jazakallah, bro. Jazakallah. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, guys. That's it. You're very well spoken, mashallah. I've seen it. All you guys, mashallah, man. Thank you so much for the interview, blah blah. I know you're busy with your kids and everything. I know, you know, your kids are in the water right now. I know they're in the water right now.
They're enjoying the water fountains over here.
I know they're enjoying the water.
As well, we're here today in Muslim Fest to talk about Eastern Turkestan, about the Uyghur people that are under oppression. There's over 1 million people, million Muslims that are inside concentration camps in China. And there's no such awareness about this. That's why we want to raise awareness. And please, whoever's watching it,
guys,
raise
please,
awareness with others as well.
I'll put the link
raise
down.
awareness,
Inshallah.
and tell your friends and family.
Inshallah.
If you have MPs, let them know. Raise awareness. Please.
Inshallah, click on that link. Inshallah, support the cause. These brothers are sincere, mashallah, and we gotta help the brothers out. Inshallah.
We are a skills-based organization where we help kids foster their skills in the fundamentals of basketball. And at the end of the day, we believe that these kids that come to us, they're not just kids, but they're leaders, future leaders of society. So we help them in all aspects. It's not just that we're training on sport, we're training them also how to become productive members of society. So yeah, that's what FRINEDS 5 is all about. Please bring your kids. Check us out.
Guys, you need to check them out. I'll send you the link of their Instagram page. Please, if you're interested, man, I'm telling you, it's very good. It's very productive. In the future, my brother's gonna start hitting some more plans, making some schedules, inshallah. We're gonna help our best to get it out there, inshallah. Please check it out and please support our brother. So alhamdulillah, guys, as you know, we finished the video, mashallah. We got a lot of beautiful responses from a lot of high class people, mashallah, and also people like me ourselves, mashallah. And they gave their insights and we listened, and we made the video. Nafil, do you think guys and girls can just be friends?
Man, when a guy and girl are alone, right, the third one's shaitan. So it's really risky.
But do you think guys and girls, generally speaking, can just be friends? Because you know how the guys, the mentally, how they think. Right. Do you think they can just be friends, or what do you say, man? What's your take?
Definitely not. They should not just be friends. If they want to be like friends, they should get married, engaged. It's in the Quran, Hadith, right? Yeah. It's not allowed in our religion. So I don't think they can just be friends. So it will lead to zina and haram things.
The footsteps as the shaitan,
fitna, right? Yeah.
And lastly, the guy, Shanur.
Yeah,
Shanur, man, I want to ask you the same question. What's your take on this?
They can't be friends, and well, like the Sheikh said, you should get married as soon as possible. And if you're a guy, you hang out with your bros mostly, just till the right time comes, then you can
get married. Yeah, very true. And
with your parents' decision, of course.
Yeah, very true.
What do you think, Saad? Can guys and girls just be friends or not?
So basically, man, what I think, mashallah, is that just like Shanur said, the sheikhs, what they said, that what's the solution to this is to get married. But as society thinks, and my brother Nofal, yesterday we were talking about this. Shanur was there too. Bagati didn't hear a convo, but basically what my brother raised up, he said that the mentality of a male, he can't be friends with the opposite gender, because the fact is you hiding the truth. The bottom line is you want to get to zina. That's the main goal for a guy, because that's how the male mentality thinks. It's not like a guy's evil, but it's just how male think, right, Bagat? Right, guys? The male wants that. And girls, sometimes they don't know, they don't realize the male mentality. And it's also, this stuff can lead to as zina, as my brother said. So mashallah, all answers were correct, man. And I totally agree with everybody, mashallah, what you guys said. Click on the link, support whatever these brothers, mashallah, they're doing. May Allah bless them. And also, guys, keep subscribing to We All Blessed, right, guys?
Yeah, we all blessed.
Keep, inshallah, supporting my brothers. We're about to get busy with college, university, but inshallah, make dua for us. And inshallah, whenever the time comes, we're gonna get back to it and with better ideas, inshallah, guys. So remember one thing, man. You bleh, I bleh, and we all blessed.